Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on yet another AFC team in the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now he's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to...
It got his man, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 35 yards for J. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. And now this offense gets ready to take over the football, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Isaiah Likely. 75 yards. And the Ravens can... The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Bateman once more. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
They have really had their way so far.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They begin the drive with Hill. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now he'll try to run with this. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, 71 yards. And the Ravens are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 88 yards rushing for him now, a big part of why they lead in this Super Bowl.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They go play action here on 1st down. And escapes the sack. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Good footwork at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Oh, look at that. Gets through and now an opening. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Edwards. There he goes left side. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Oh, good footwork on this. There he goes left side. How about this? He's to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.